So, welcome to the AIBC Hack by Playnance, hosted by CrowdHack and BlockCheck. And today we have the pleasure to have again with us Daria Novikova from Tonplay. And Daria is going to tell us today how to bring value to Web3 game users. Thank you so much, Daria, for being yet with us for another session.
Thanks for inviting me.
So whenever you're ready, we're ready to dive in with you.
Awesome. So yeah, again, thanks for having me. Today, I'm going to talk a bit more about gaming side, about mechanics. Few slides repeated from the previous session, but I think probably there are like new audience who hadn't heard the first call. So if you heard it once, don't worry. Anyway, my name is Daria and I'm Chief Product at Tonplay. A few words about us. Tonplay is a toolkit to build and run blockchain games on Ton and in Telegram. And what is Ton? Ton is a Layer-1 blockchain initially made by Telegram team, but right now it's totally open source and developed by the community. And I love this community. We are doing awesome job to bring mass adoption to everybody. And Telegram plus Tonplay is an ecosystem, and definitely Telegram is awesome messenger everybody uses, and which it's really important to say that it's like 700 million Telegram users here. So here we are. We want to make everything awesome without smart contract development, with simple integration in one day, with guides and support. And that's all about us, like quick part. And now I want to talk about blockchain gaming, why it's important, and why do we need to find value here. My mission, I personally feel it, that we share the idea that blockchain is not the feature, it's just a technology you should use, and to use it properly. It's just like in case of, I don't know, mobile gaming 10 years ago, when there was only PC gaming, and then we have mobile phones, smartphones, iPhone with App Store, and all these guys who build PC games, they don't know how to bring gaming on mobile. They don't know how to bring new experience to users who don't play with like their gamepads, who want to play with their fingers. There was a shift 10 years ago in mobile gaming, like more than 10 years ago, fair to say, but still these numbers. And I think the same is happening with Web3 gaming. I know that last year, 2021, was about play to earn gaming, and lots of projects there were just a scam. And that's annoying for players who want to enjoy the experience of playing, who don't want to become a trader, who don't want to become like, to participate in list of airdrops, to like don't miss out the best offer of these NFT assets. I think we need to look at Web3 gaming again and find out value, proper value. So there is a list, short one actually, of what could be the real world potential of using blockchain. First, and the most obvious one, is to receive payments. Because if I think about, well, guys, how am I use crypto in my daily life? Not as just investment instrument, but in my daily life. I pay for some, I don't know. I pay for some courses in crypto. I transfer it to my friends abroad. I receive payments by myself. All I need here is just worldwide payment solution. And crypto is really good answer here. So I'll tell a bit more later. I have like list of slides with description of like all this part. But when we think about payments, it's really important. It's that obvious that you use it every day. And also, like, the second point is to transfer cash or any prizes. I mean, if you want to reward your users from all over the world, again, this really matters. You can easily transfer it in crypto, but you cannot do so in fiat currencies. Moreover, you can monetize your secondary sales. It means that if you have secondary market, shooters, RPGs, these type of games, they usually have ones. You can monetize it through royalty mechanics. Also, blockchain allowing you to simplify user-generated content, like creation of this. And the last part, what I'm thinking about is that blockchain is a tool to host special events for your users. So let's go through these ideas and discuss it in details. What about items trading? I think it's perfectly suited for RPGs and shooters, as I said. It could work if you already have a game and then you wanna, and also you have like a black market for accounts, for example, for skins, for any digital assets. And instead of trying to stop trading these assets, like to, I don't know, to block these guys who sell accounts or anything like this, you can make money from this by implementing items on blockchain, get royalties from every trade. That's straightforward. However, that's not about play to earn marketplace. It's just about monetizing your secondary sales. As I said, cross-border payments, AnyGen and iGaming especially. I personally worked for Game of Skills project 2 years ago. We had thousands of users and everyone were from like all over the world. And we were like, well, guys, we need to add more payment solutions and more and more and more for each country. There is a list of different payment methods. And that's annoying if you're like product or like any manager who dealing with this. We spend months of development in order to implement this stuff. And if we are talking about crypto again, this is a really simple tool which you can use to pay for something, especially for iGaming and in-game assets. Payouts, my favorite part of a play. If you have rewards in cash, for example, you host tournaments, you have leaderboards, you want to reward best users in cash. Again, instead of using PayPal with this high % commissions, with this like slow-mo flow, you can send crypto just in a second. And also you grow the trust from your users, because again, in any game with cash prizes, it always matters when I get my money back, when I get my money as a prize you promised. Lots of guys from Asia, from India, from Latin America enjoy these mechanics, and they really super engaged in different mechanics you share if there is something to get back. And if you spend like 3 weeks to send money to like, I don't know, deal with everything, like collect payment information, set up the transaction, wait till it's done, pay the commission, awful. And crypto solved the problem here. Well, done with payments, we move on. I'd like to share the idea about special events, especially for casual games. Because, you know, you have your own mobile game, Casual One. It's in App Store or Google Play. You have your audience, I don't know, probably close to 1 million DAO. And then you don't know what to do with them. Like, that's all. your LTV, lifetime value per user, it's like the highest you could ever have, and you want more. Instead of trying to find the best traffic path, I don't know, to cut your customer acquisition cost, you could provide special events with blockchain stuff. You can add blockchain passes or tournaments. You could also like have payouts if it's cash tournaments, doesn't matter. But still, the most important thing is that passes can be sold, can be transferred, can be given away. And that's the meta gaming with value. What about item creation? I enjoy this idea. I'm looking for lots of projects who are doing something about that. You know, when you can influence what's happening in the game, when you can create something by yourself, when you can easily add and add, for example, skin or artifact in the game, and then somebody else could use it, that's amazing feeling. User engagement and user retention increases with all this stuff, because the sense of ownership, the sense of like, I'm the creator, it's super powerful. And especially for gaming, gamers don't need to be like an artist with their special vision on the world. They don't need to like compete with guys from OpenSea and Rarible. They just need to feel that they can somehow influence on their gaming flow. And definitely as social media, how to say that, like, as we know from social media, everybody enjoys when you can have likes, when you can have feedback, when somebody else can use what you've done. That's impressive. Think about it. And my favorite part is, what do you need to start? Because right now, for example, we are working with different game developers and we share our vision with them. And like, it could be really different audiences. And my first thing is that from one side, you can start building new games, and that's fine. You can start building the new game with new mechanic and also implement blockchain solution there, just with the development. However, you also could be the project who already done games, mobile, I don't know, web games, any games at least. And you can implement blockchain solution there to, I don't know, increase LTV, increase metrics, doesn't matter. So in both cases, all you need to do, like to simplify the start, is definitely ready to use APIs, guides, and everything. This is our part. We like close with blockchain. Also mechanics to definitely. I'm not the right person who will teach you how to create gaming mechanics. And ability to share the experience. Because if we are talking about tournaments, definitely there should be community where you can like share results, ask what's going on, create this FOMO feeling. Yep. And I have a suggestion how to easily validate the idea. You need to choose the game mechanic and set up the basic user flow just like for a few minutes, what should be done. Also use low-code instruments like us, and then share with friends and push referral mechanics. For tournaments, it's really important because without this feeling that, well, guys, I can compete there for something I can use in the future, it's really useful to grow the metrics. My favorite thoughts, I shared it on the previous presentation, but I'd like to repeat it, that innovations are usually new combinations. Please use these tools because you've already had them. and what kind of tools you can implement your tournaments, for example, inside the Telegram. Or I need to remind you that if you already have the mobile game in stores, you can add this mechanics right there. You don't need to like think about what should I do with my audience for whom I pay, I don't know, 0.3 cents in Facebook ads. You can start creating something there. Also, we have don't play authorization in order to provide the easiest way to connect with blockchain. Also, I'm asking you to use our favorite AI solutions like Midjourney and ChatGPT in order to boost your creativity. Don't forget to use this. And in game marketplace as well, because it's really useful if you don't want to like move your users from like your game and you want to have everything inside the game, you want to have this seamless flow, please implement the marketplace. And I'm asking you not to like ask users to go there, and there to deal with the blockchain. Blockchain should be just a technology which simplifies life, not to like make it more harder. And also we have a list of APIs for creating collections, assets, for in-game marketplace, and to get payments and make and automate payouts. Well, I think this is my last slide. It's about how to start. Copy and improve, or improve what you've already have. Also use low code. Create a pilot, create a demo, create an MVP. This is the easiest way to check if blockchain suits you or not. Probably not, and that's fine. Like, I'm sure that we will not have this type of shift like from Web2 games to Web3 games. No, there still will be Web2 games as usual, and there will be the new type of games with the blockchain. Also, create for yourself. This is the best way to create products and have fun, because without that, the life is really boring, I think. So, and yep, it's time for creation. Thanks so much for listening to me. If you have any questions, please ask me, and you can join our Telegram channel or contact our business developers anytime here. Yep, that's all from me. I have the first question.
Daria, for the presentation, great as usual. And then we have a lot of people, so maybe we can open the discussion. Everyone, you're welcome to just unmute yourself and ask questions, or if you don't want, you can type them.
Well, I have the first question. We are creating 𝐿2 mobile app, choosing the main blockchain right now. Let's discuss our partnership. Well, it's not the question. I'm ready to discuss the partnership. We are also always open to communication.
Question from Frisco as well.
Yep.
I have a question. What do you think about fully decentralized on-chain games?
Wow, that's one of my favorite parts. I'm looking at like Dark Forest, at Worldly, and Mod. This is a special technology to bring Ethereum games fully decentralized. I think these type of games would be really for like guys who are so much in tech, like guys who are like passionate about the technology, passionate about that this exact game is right on the blockchain. I think they're like these type of games, they're like for special audience. This is not about mass adoption. But I personally look at these experiments and I'm like, wow, oh my God, guys, you are incredible, because that's impressive.
Other questions, what like it's like mostly for the imagination, but believe you in that there will be work chains with a low gas on ton dedicated especially for the gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Or
The question is if there would be any low gas option.
yes, or do you have a plan to work on push that? Because the work chain will be the big story in Ton blockchain, and I think one of the utilities is doing low gas work chains to host game logic or special NFTs or contracts for games.
Well, I think creating a low gas option is really important after you solve the issue. Why do you need all these transactions? I mean, right now, lots of transaction fees is not that high. I mean, they're increasing with the like ton price, but still the amount of them is still not that high to, I don't know, think about it. As soon as we solve the problem of implementing this, then we can like think about how to reduce this cost. And what I think about like separate work chain inside the ton is that there still will be connection with like proper ton, but inside the work chain, we could use like another token or so. And I think for some reason, we're still not ready for zero knowledge, but probably in the future. I'm not like a tech person who can just have a proper discussion on this. But in my mind, as I said, we need to solve the problem about all these mechanics and transactions. And only after that, think about, well, guys, we've done it. And right now we need to reduce costs, because costs are not that high as in Ethereum were before.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. I'm currently working on the Web3 project. How many more projects do I need to build and then do my program to get Web3 job? Well, I think right now there are lots of hackathons, and this is definitely a perfect place and time to find out the team, find out what's like the most relevant type of projects on the market, and also find out, I don't know, probably project you want to work for. Any other questions?
Yes, I have one more. Can you answer, please, what is the trends now in terms of like indie market, the middle company market and the AAA companies market? What is going here in terms of the blockchain research and the development?
I got it.
How big companies looking on this market, on this technology, and how they applied it and how they're changing their minds? Because initially, for example, when I was on Gamescom 1 year ago, and I was a blockchain merge, a lot of people just starting to target me as a scammer, but you know, I was just in a merge. So what do you think about that?
Yep, so I got it. Thanks for this question. Well, as you said, we have 3 types of audience. Like companies, let me say that. AAA type of games, companies who produce AAA titles. On this side, we look at the situation that, I don't know, for example, Ubisoft definitely don't want to go to NFT market anymore. Like AI, they also, I don't think they want to go there as well till they don't see that crypto is booming. However, we have Unity as an example, the big company, and they support Web3. They started supporting MetaMask. They say that they also adding more blockchains. And for example, right now we're working on Unity SDK in order to share their solutions with them. From my perspective, this kind of a sign that even big companies think about crypto and want to make like first steps there. And also what I want to share is that lots of companies, especially in Asia, they definitely think of launching triple type games, and they use blockchain, but you never get that. What I want to say is that you can start playing these games, you play it months and months, and only after like a few months of experience, you're like understanding that this is a blockchain game. Oh my God. So the moment of onboarding these users to blockchain is like after the middle of their lifetime value. So right now, big companies understand that they cannot ask users to connect the wallet from the very first screen. That stops everybody from playing. And that's like a way to forget about the revenue. But they experimenting with this. We definitely see this like in our researches. What about middle-sized game developers, like companies? We see that they, for example, launch their games in App Store and Google Play. And right now, the market, you can think about the market is like just 2% of companies grab all the revenue, and all 98%, they're just struggling that they cannot achieve these results. And middle-sized companies are in the position that they're like always in R&D process. They're always looking at something new. Just like a few hours ago, I had a call with these guys and they say, yep, we have like games in stores. We have games in web platforms like 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭, or even they have games in Roblox, but that's not enough for them. And they're looking for something new. And they looking at crypto and blockchain in order to add their games to Telegram and add monetization there, in order to add more markets for whom they cannot whom they cannot achieve with just stores. For example, closed markets. And there are also lots of users there. So middle-sized companies right now, they're in the position that if they want to survive on the market, they need to find out something new. And blockchain could be the answer. It's not like 100% sure, but as usual, you need to experiment with it. And the last point about indie game developers, they're usually looking for two parts: investments or the traffic. And I understand that lots of companies like ours produce like hackathons, special programs, grant programs, demo days, acceleration programs. And indie game developers can use this opportunity to connect with investors and to validate their ideas. Even if it's like blockchain is not for them, they still can have connections on this market and try out to implement the mechanics. And for them, I think the path is even more easiest, because then, for example, for AAA titles or for like middle-sized companies, because this is like not a high cost to launch your game inside the Telegram app or to add blockchain features. It's like nothing in costs if they use low-code technology. I mean, if they don't want to develop their own smart contracts. So I think for indie game developers, there are definitely lots of opportunities. However, I think that they need to prove that their idea could be valuable, because from my experience, I have lots of projects in my pipeline and they like share their vision. They share like, well, guys, we have ideas and we want to create like NFT marketplace and we want to have assets, blah, blah, blah. But okay, guys, that's just the technology. Please share the mechanics. And not that much projects share like proper gaming mechanics which could work. And the thing is that it doesn't matter Web2 or Web3 markets, all investors looking for the something which could be playable. And like my second favorite point to say is that playable first, NFT second. The game should be playable. And lots of indie game developers, they just don't produce this type of games. And that's the problem, not with the blockchain stuff at all. Yep, I think that's all. I tried to cover all questions about that.
If there are no other questions, we can finish with this call.
Yep.
Hi,
Yep.
everyone. Just jumping in to say, I put in the chat the link to the Telegram channel of the hackathon if you want to join, and also the link to the mentors chat if you want to ask more questions to Daria after the call and stay in touch. This is the place to be. And thank you again, Daria, for this lovely session.
Thanks so much for inviting me. I hope everything I shared was valuable for you, and you find out something new or just an interesting discussion.